Hey guys, hello, and hello some more. Hey guys, how are you all? I'm excited to be live tonight. Hold on, I'm just going to share this to my other account and we are going to start. There is so much to talk about today. I'm like, "Ah!" It's insane. Don't you guys feel that it is insane? Insane in the membrane, insane in the brain, as they say. 1 second. All right, waiting for guys to jump on. All right. Okay, now my computer doesn't want to. Eddie, you're the first person to comment. Hello. Hey guys. Diana on YouTube. Leanne, hello. You guys are coming on. I love this. Shandala, you're the first person I believe to send stars on Facebook. Sorry, I'm literally trying to get this shared to my other account. So just bear with me just one moment. Y'all, we've got lots of stuff to talk about tonight. It is election eve and it is feeling cray cray up in here. That's all I have to say. And so what do? I figured I needed to come to y'all and we need to talk about this. Don't you think? All right. So this clearly does not want to cooperate with me. All right. But I'm going to figure this out. I am. So we're going to jump right in. Guys, happy election eve. Excited to be chatting. There's a lot of you guys online right now. I'm excited to be chatting with my Facebook fan. Hello, guys. Also excited to be chatting with those of you who are on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube. If you guys have not joined me on either platform, make sure you cross over on YouTube. I'm at Dr. Jen Caudle, Dr. Jen Caudle, DrJenCaudle. That's my channel. Lonnie, you just sent me a super stickers on YouTube. Thank you so much. Rufus, hey. Sylvia, hey. And you guys on Facebook are sending me stars, and I'm so grateful for it. If you're interested in sending stars for Facebook folks, you can find those right underneath the video. I so appreciate you. And on YouTube, you guys can send super chats and super stickers. Always appreciate you. And Diana, you said you love my eye makeup. This was just a really quick, really quick thing I did because I literally just got home from work. Oh, here, I'm able to share it now, I think. All right, hold on. Share now. Okay, I just got home from work. I was seeing patients. I actually got home after 9 p.m. Eastern time, and I was like, I want to go live to talk to folks and just share. So I just did this little bit of situation, which I love purple, so I always wear purple. Anyway, real quick message before we start the live. If you guys have not joined me on Facebook on my Healthy Living with Dr. Jen group, please put in Healthy Living with Dr. Jen, and I will accept you right away. And those of you who are interested in being superstars, I have a subscription group called Dr. Jen Superstars. It is subscription, but there's so many fun things you get with the subscription, like a private weekly live I do with all my superstars every week. Dennis, hey, you're on YouTube tonight. Good to see you guys. So if you're interested in joining that, you can find the link right in the description of this video on Facebook. And for those of you who are on YouTube that want to be a part of the fun, come on over to Facebook. And those of you on Facebook, go on over to YouTube because I have YouTube subscriptions. Guys, if you have not checked those out, please do. Okay, enough with that. Let's get started. Can we say cray cray? Yes. Can we say the whole world feels cray cray? Okay. If you all are feeling the heat and just feeling like everything in the world right now is like, whoa, put a thumbs up in the comments or a high five or a star or something. Because if you're anything like me, you might be feeling like literally the world is like on fire. And I know I have a lot of folks from all over the world that are watching. And for those of you who are in South America, you're in Europe, you're in the Caribbean, wherever you are, I know this may not be your election night. I'm here to tell you that in the States, it is election eve. And honestly, it feels like the night before Christmas, but not quite like, I don't know if I'm good excited or bad. Like it's just all this tension in the air. And even when I went to work today, I don't know if many of you guys are off. Here in the States, like not working, but I drove into work because I worked today from noon to about 9 or so, and I was driving in and there were hardly any cars on the road. So it makes me wonder if a lot of people are just off today or they had off by their employers or whatever. Julie, thank you for the stickers and thank you for the stars. I appreciate you. I don't know. I don't know if a lot of people are off. If you guys are off, let me know if you had today off. But I'm driving down the highway and I feel like the streets are empty. It almost felt like, I don't know, just felt like this surreal, like this crazy land that we're living in. Like, what is happening? All right. So this is the thing. So I've had to give it some thought. Like I've had to literally have a sit down chit chat with myself about how we're going to get, like, we are like that's like me, how I'm going to get through election day and night. Honestly, I'm nervous. And this has nothing to do, by the way, with your political orientation. First thing I want to say is, regardless of who you want to win the election, I want you to know that you always have a home with me. And I really, really mean that. You know, this conversation right now is not about who wins. It's just about how we feel coming into an election where we don't know who's going to win. And this affects everybody, no matter which side of the aisle that you're on. And I even hate to think about it as a side of the aisle, but sometimes it feels that way. Um, so this is what I want to say. I often have said this too, like as a family doctor, you know, I don't know the political affiliation of my patients. You know, I never ask people who they voted for, and it doesn't matter to me. As a doctor, I treat everybody. And so I never want you to feel like, no matter who you voted for, that you don't have a place here in this space that's ours, because this is our space and you have a place. Everybody has a place, okay? I don't care what you believe. I want you to be healthy no matter what. Always do. So anyway, that's my little heart to heart with you all. But guys, honestly, I've been so nervous. Like, this reminds me of the time when I went on the Steve Harvey show. I don't know if you guys know this, but I think I posted this on my Facebook page. So I went on the Steve Harvey show back in 2018. I've been dying to go on his show like for the longest. And I finally got to go, I finally had the opportunity to go on the show. But the opportunity that I had was to go on his dating show. Like, it wasn't giving medical advice. It was like, that was when he had like the Steve Harvey dating pools, like where the girl gets to choose from like 6 or 8 men or something like that. Sorry, this sweater is like wool. And I don't know, I love this sweater. It's so itchy though. Wool makes me itch. And I think as I get older, wool is even worse than it used to be. I've had this sweater literally since I was a resident. I've had this sweater since 2008 or 2000. No, I've had this sweater maybe since 2006 or 2007. And I love it, but like, it's so itchy. Anyway, okay, let's see here. So what I was saying was, so when I was going on the Steve Harvey show back in 2018, it was for the dating show. It wasn't to give health advice. When I tell you I was so nervous, I think I was the most nervous that I have really ever been, especially for a TV appearance. Like, I do TV all the time, and I never got nervous like this. I mean, the whole week before, and the show was filmed out in LA, so it was like this big deal. It was just amazing. I was nervous. I was just really worried about looking cray-cray on TV. That's what I was really looking at. Like, oh, that's Dr. Jen. Wow, I thought she seemed so, smart or okay, but she seemed cray-cray. I was just worried about that. Anyway, the whole week before I flew out to LA to do the show, I was so on edge. I was snapping at my mom. Couldn't even have a conversation with my mom. I talked to my mom like a few times a day, every single day. It's just what we do. And I was on edge. I was like, I wasn't sleeping well. I got into these fights with my mom, whatever. That's how I feel now. Like, on election eve, I was talking to my mom last night, and I'm like, rah, 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 and I had to stop myself, and I was like, ooh, Mom, I'm sorry. I think I'm stressed a little bit. So anyway, I'm here to tell you how, and I got my little notebook, because you know how I do with notebooks. I thought about how I'm going to get through election eve, election day, and election night. And that's why I want to give you some ideas, because this is what I plan to do. And I'm hoping you might get some ideas from this. And by the way, I want to hear what you guys are doing to get through tomorrow yourselves. Because again, no matter what side of the aisle you're on, chances are you're nervous because, oh my gosh, this is like the most nerve-wracking thing ever. By the way, just a little commercial. Thank you guys on Facebook for checking in. Thank you guys for sending all the stars. You're so, so sweet. And those of you on YouTube, hello, I see you. And thank you for sending the super chats and super stickers. I love you guys. Okay, so this is how I'm going to get through tomorrow and tonight. First of all, and I started this weekend, I have a whole bunch of tasks. That's right. I have a list of projects that I have been meaning to do around the house that I have not gotten done. I started last night. That's right. I cleaned out my my closet with the HVAC system, cleaned it out. Not only that, I found an old filing cabinet. I needed a filing cabinet, and I just sort of never considered the one I had. I was like, I'm going to wipe this down. I'm going to clean this off. I'm going to use this filing cabinet. I'm going to rearrange my living room. And do you know, I started that last night. Yes, we're talking projects over here. Okay. Yes, we're talking projects. So that's one of my projects, is to finish rearranging my filing cabinets. I've got some cleaning projects. Oh, and I've got a light bulb project. Now, this might sound silly or strange to you guys, but there's a point to this. And the point is, first of all, you got to do whatever makes sense for you. We are all different. Okay. So tomorrow, some of y'all are going to need to be sitting on the couch, glued to your favorite channel, whether it's Fox or CNN or MSNBC or CNBC or C-SPAN or whatever it is. Some of you are just going to need to do that all night long. My mom, she's going to be watching TV for 24 hours straight, starting like tomorrow morning. I'm telling you that right now. Me? No, 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 no. That's not going to work. Okay. I need to be busy. Okay. So the first thing is I've got my rearranging project. Okay. I need to clean out. I'm going to start cleaning out my refrigerator, which I have not done that in a while. So doing that. And I also have a number of light bulbs that are out, but they're the kind of light bulbs like the halogen ones. Like I don't have any like backup ones, so I need to order them. Anyway, sounds silly. Oh, but it's not. It's going to keep me occupied. That's the first thing. Second thing is I am working tomorrow, and I couldn't be more excited to be working. As you can tell, I'm one of these people that needs to keep myself busy. And I'm telling you this for any of you, that if you're that person that needs to keep yourself busy, well, this is your evening to start thinking about projects for tomorrow. If you're that person that can sit in front of the TV all day and scroll Facebook and Twitter and you're good, then that is awesome. But I'm going to work tomorrow, and I'm really excited to be away from the house so I can distract myself with my fabulous patients and start seeing people and kind of getting in the groove. That's one of the biggest things I'm doing. The other thing I'm doing is I'm praying. Yes, I am praying. I am. Yeah, I'm praying because I'm going to need to do that. Yeah, so, and then the other things I'm doing tomorrow, I've already kind of planned this out, is I'm going to make myself a really nice dinner. I haven't decided what I'm going to make, but cooking for me, even though I'm not a great cook, but I've started learning how to cook. Many of you that are in my Dr. Jen Superstars, my subscription group on Facebook, you know, because when we do our lives on Wednesdays, I'm always in the kitchen cooking, and I'm usually making cauliflower rice or something like that. But the thing about cooking for me is it takes my mind off of other things. You get the name of the game is that, you know what? I need to be distracted. And what's important for us and what's important for you is not that you do what I do, or maybe some of these ideas don't even make sense to you, but that you do what makes sense for you. This is the time to listen to your mind and body and give it what it needs. Okay. So this is the thing. And actually, one of you, Nan, on YouTube, you just wrote, we won't know who wins the presidency tomorrow. It'll be several days at least. Mail-in ballots will need to be counted. So that's actually also another good point. Thank you, Nan, for mentioning that, because, you know, you got to pace yourself. Think about how you're going to go into this. I don't know what my mom's going to do. She's going to start watching TV tomorrow morning. I know she's going to be up all 24 hours. How many days can she do that until all ballots are counted? I don't know. I'm going to need to call her and talk to her about this. But the point is, give yourself what you need. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself some time. Give yourself some understanding. You know, maybe tomorrow with the kids, you guys do a family movie night so that you're not watching the election all night, if that's not a good thing for you to do. Now, if it is a good thing for you to do, then hey, go for it. But this is what's really important. And the other thing is, the two other things I've thought about is, one, I've had to think about how I'm going to get my mind right for the day after the election. Now, this applies to any of us, regardless of who you want to win. There's going to be a winner and a loser at some point, whenever we know the winner or the loser. So I want to, and I've started thinking about this, Jennifer, if the person you want to win doesn't win, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Like, let's think about this. Let's plan ahead. Let's prepare. Okay. Are you going to fall apart? No. Are you going to go looting and tearing down stuff in your community? No, which is what we shouldn't do. And by the way, I'm driving home from Philly. I'm seeing all sorts of stores that are boarded up and things like that, which is so sad, but possibly necessary, which is unfortunate. Guys, no looting, no tearing up our neighborhoods and things like that. That is not okay. But what are we going to do? What are we going to do the day after, the few days after? And one thing I've decided to do is, if my candidate doesn't win, I'm going to need to pick up the pieces and keep moving, right? We're all just going to have to wake up the next day and still put one foot in front of the other and make it through, which we can. You know, I know that sometimes elections and things like this honestly seems like the whole world. And yeah, I get why they feel so important and so big, because they are. But the truth of the matter is, no matter who wins the election, the day after, the week after, we're still going to wake up. We're still going to get up and go to work, put one foot in front of the other. And I think it's important to remember that we're going to survive this no matter what happens, either side. So there's no sense in being destructive or being, going out and looting or tearing up our neighborhoods or things like that. There's no sense in doing that. There's no sense in perseverating or wallowing in either fear or sadness, because you know what? We're strong, all of us. So whatever happens, we're going to be okay. And then the last thing I've thought about is this idea of change, because something that always helps me feel better is control. Surprise, surprise, surprise. But I think a lot of us actually feel better when we have control. It's one of the reasons why this election and any election, right, seems so scary. We don't have control over it aside from the fact that we vote, right? So all you can do is vote, encourage other people to vote, do the best you can, and maybe advocate for your candidate or whatever you believe in, right? But the truth of the matter is we don't have a lot of control. So sometimes what helps me is to think about what can I control? And there are a few things I can control. One is how I want to contribute to this world going forward, now and going forward, right? What do we want our individual legacies to be, regardless of who's president? What is it that's important to us? What do we want to leave behind? And I'll tell you what inspired me about this. This was actually a few weeks ago. I had a patient, a young man who came in, and we were dealing with his medical issues. And he was telling me that he was studying for the LSAT, which is the pre-law school test. I was like, oh my God, I had no idea. He was like, yeah, he's like, I just realized that like with all the stuff that's going on in the world, like politically, COVID, this and that, and this and that, he's like, I just wanted to try to be able to make a difference. So he goes, I'm, even though I have my family and the job and this and that, he said, I'm studying for the LSAT. I think I want to go to law school. And I was like, what? That's amazing. And it is, right? See, like, we can't control the outcome of this election. We've done everything we could already do, unless you're voting tomorrow, which you'll vote tomorrow. But then that's it. That's all we got. So the question is, what can we do? What can you do? What can I do? Maybe you become inspired to, run for a local government. Maybe you decide to join the PTA at your child's school. Maybe you decide to start that business you've always been thinking about. Maybe you decide to go to med school, which, by the way, if I heard correctly, I think med school applications are up because of COVID, which, by the way, thank God, we need all the doctors we can get. What are we going to take? How are we going to use this energy? This that Lord have mercy, I have, and you may have too. And all of this sort of crazy pent up energy, what are we going to do with it, guys, to make the world a better place no matter who wins? Because that's the thing we really can control. So it's just some food for thought. These are things, honestly, I have them written down in my notebook. I literally have had to sit down and think, Jen, how are you going to get your mind right? The day after the election, what are you going to do? Are you going to cry? Are you going to be mad? Are you going to pout if the person you want to win doesn't win? Or are you going to get up and say, you know what? Life will go on. And you'll put one foot in front of the other to make the best of this world that we live in and the life that we have. And that's all we can do. So as we think about going into election eve and election day, I hope that some of these ideas might be helpful for you. They really are what I'm doing because I really am very anxious about all of this. I really am. I'm really nervous about it all. But all I can do is pray and do what I can and hope for the best and pray for our country and ourselves and each other regarding COVID, etc. But isn't that like any of us can do? So that's my 2 cents for tonight. And my point is, I guess the last thing I'll say once again is everyone has a home here. After the election, we're going to go on the same way. For all of you YouTubers that are out there that are watching me right now, all of you Facebookers, we're still a team. We're still a family. We're still in it to win it in terms of health. Nothing's going to change. The tone of my groups is not going to change. I don't care what you believe in or who you voted for. All I want is you to be healthy. You, your family, your loved ones, your neighbors. That's my goal. So we will keep doing that. So with that, I want to see who's here. Hello, guys. Okay, I want to jump to Facebook quickly first because, once again, I think my battery's dying. You guys told me last time that I need to like have a charger with me, and I do, but I don't have it. Okay, Jane and Cassandra. Hey guys, they're some of my Dr. Jen superstars in my private group. Thank you, Cassandra, for the stars. And then YouTubers, don't go anywhere because I'm coming to you because I want to see what you guys are writing. Chloe, you said myself, I'm going to cry either way, I bet, for a maximum of 15 minutes. Then start my list of how I can make things better. Yes! And you know what? It's okay, Chloe. I think you have a really good point. It's okay actually to cry. It's okay to like scream, cry, shout, and then you get up and you keep moving. So, Chloe, I'm glad that you said that because I don't want to make it sound like it's not okay to cry because you know what it is. It is okay. It's actually okay to be upset, disappointed, etc. But then at a certain point, we have to stop and say, okay, what am I going to do with this energy? What am I going to do with this? What am I going to do with all of this? Got to do something, right? So, Chloe, thank you. Oh, Rochelle, I like what you just said. Help someone that can't help themselves. There is nothing that makes you feel better, I don't think, than helping someone else. Donate to a charity, volunteer to go get groceries for a neighbor. Volunteerism, honestly, always changes my heart. And also the other thing too is like a gratitude journal is something that always helps me too, is keeping a journal about what I'm grateful for. And when I get really, really down in the dumps and I start feeling, I start thinking about, hey, Jen, hey, you should be grateful that you have the opportunity to do X, Y, and Z, or da 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 da. Or for example, we live in a country that affords us the right to vote. Which, by the way, I'm not saying that we should be grateful for that and therefore not care about the results of the election. Not at all what I'm saying. But I do want to remind us of the things we had to be grateful for. And sometimes I think that can help us as we go forward in trying to figure out how to process things. Gail, thank you for the stars on Facebook. Let's see here. All righty. Christine, thank you. Sheldon Seed, hello. Victoria, you said, how much are stars worth and how do you send them? Probably a silly question. It's not a silly question. Stars are right underneath the video or in the chat box where you write the comment. And that's where you can actually, let me check my battery to make sure I'm not, can I check my battery? Oh, 6%, y'all. We won't have to wrap this up very soon. They're right underneath the video and they're like a penny, a cent per star, I believe. Let's see here. Jacqueline, you're going to be glued to the TV tomorrow night, just like my mom. I'm going to tell my mama that she's got some friends. Let's see here. Thaddeus Waters, hello, back at you. Hello. And Eddie, you're going to stay away from the media. I don't blame you, honey. Carl, Gregory, thank you for the stars. Lonnie Groom, thank you for the stars. You sent a lucky number 99 stars. I love that. That's adorable. Carl, 4 years went by fairly quickly. The next 4 will go by just as quick. You know, that's a way to think about it, you know. And Herlinda, you said, I totally agree. We need to pray, continue to pray for our country. And I couldn't agree more. Guys, I'm going to probably sign off from Facebook relatively soon because I just don't want it to cut off. But I do. And YouTubers, don't go anywhere because I still have more. I've got more to say to y'all YouTubers. I got to see who's there on YouTube. But especially for the Facebookers, guys, hey, please join my Healthy Living with Dr. Jen group, by the way. Just type in the box, Healthy Living with Dr. Jen, and we have like over 1,500 members, and it's a lot of fun. We share a lot of funny memes and stories and things like that. And if you're interested in being a Dr. Jen superstar, you can go to facebook.com/groups/superstars. Or you can look at the link that's right in the description of this video. It's my subscription group. I do a special live every week for Superstars on Wednesday. So, and yeah. So anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off of Facebook because I think I'm going to lose battery soon. But if you want to come over to YouTube and join me with the rest of the YouTubers, we're at Dr. Jen Caudle. Facebookers, I love you. Love you so much. YouTubers, don't go away. Okay, happy election eve, Facebookers. Okay. All right. So, YouTubers, you are all mine. Oh, I love that. Hold on, let me turn this down. Okay, you guys stuck with me. You guys are amazing. I love you. Okay, let's see who's here. Emmett Jones, you appreciate the positive outlook. You know what? I'm not always positive, but I try, which is kind of all we can do, right? We just do the best we can. So thank you, Emmett, for that. It means a lot to me. Dennis, let's see here. Dennis, you always have amazing posts on our Superstars post. The Dr. Jen Superstars on Facebook. Dennis, you have awesomely motivating posts. And so I'm appreciate that. I'm just sharing that. Okay, awesome. Fatu, thank you for the super stickers. You're so sweet. Mr. McMillian, hello. Hi, Rufus. You said, that's right, doctor. Keep it real, honey. Yes, I'm trying to. Yes. Carl, is that Carl that's on here? So, Carl, you're doing both the YouTube and the Facebook. I am so impressed. Edward Covington, hello. Brian Jones, Dr. Jen, my cousin and her boyfriend have come down with COVID-19 virus. She's getting better, but he's still struggling. My gosh, Brian, I am so, so sorry to hear that. It is tough, and it can be. I'm sending prayers, absolutely, to your cousin and her boyfriend, to both of them, that they both recover. And as we know, that the symptoms and the sequela, like the path of COVID, is variable. Some people get over it like lickety-split. Some people don't have symptoms at all. Some people really struggle. So sending prayers, Brian, that your family gets better. Your cousin, her boyfriend. Let's see, Patricia Jenkins. Well, I'm glad you found that encouragement. Great. And Nan 59, the National Guard has already been called into Chicago yesterday. Really? Cities are expecting violence, and how terrible is that for our USA? I've never seen anything like that in 61 years. Nan, you could not be more real. Driving home, I told y'all, literally, driving home, I literally saw all of these, like, literally, hold on, just got to post this now. Driving home, I literally saw, hold on, all these stores boarded up, and it's so freaking sad, you know? All right, let's see what else we got. I'm just trying to see chats everywhere. Okay. Doc, Mr. McMillian, you said, Doc, please move down south. Child, I would love to for the weather. Get rid of these scratchy, itchy wool sweaters. Literally, I think that I really think that like itchiness from wool gets worse as you get older. I'm literally like Emmett, you said it's good to unplug from the matrix every now and then. You are so right. Patricia, you are working tomorrow too. I don't know how you feel about it, Patricia. I'm excited that I'm working tomorrow. I can't wait. So tell me how you feel about it. I'm really curious. Okay, there we go. Publish now. So let's see what else we got. And yes, Brian, working does help take my mind off of things. Okay. And Nan, I'm so grateful for your comment that you made earlier about how we won't know who wins the presidency until tomorrow, several days. So let's see here. Sharon, you said you think you're already part of my healthy living site. So I'm not able to tell, basically, because it's hard for me to search people. But if you just go to Facebook, you put in healthy living with Dr. Jen, totally fine. And I will accept you right away, my dear. And then, yes, I'm wearing wool, child. Yes. Oh, Brian, you're working as an election judge tomorrow. What does that mean? I wonder what that even means. I don't even know what being an election judge is, but I think that's awesome. All right. And American Paisa, I hope I'm saying your name right. You said, we are the USA. We're going to be all right. And we are going to be all right. That's right. We are going to be all right. I love that. We are going to be all right. So let's see here. Who else is there? Dennis, Sharon, Sylvia, American Brian. You guys are amazing. Carol, you said share my hair care products. Oh, thank you, honey. This is not, honestly, to be honest with you, I just use actually a prescription. I have a prescription shampoo because I have really, really bad eczema on my scalp. So it's a prescription shampoo. And then I just use, honestly, like some moisturizing oil, I use it on my scalp and then a little bit on the ends of the hair. That's it. Yeah. But this is a weave though. You know how I do. All right. Leanne Marie, you're a big fan. You're so sweet. Oh my God, you're amazing. I love you. And yeah, sorry, I already talked about my eye makeup. So did I get everybody? Guys, I want to thank you so much. So Brian, you said you're going to be working all day at the election at a poll. I love the fact that you're volunteering. Like that's got to be such an amazing sense of like accomplishment. I so wish I could work a poll. And honestly, when the post office, well, the post office system is still going through problems. But honestly, when I heard that they were having problems, I'm like, how can I volunteer to work at the post office? They taking volunteers, they taking applications. I literally was like, maybe I could take a little leave of absence from my job as a doctor and work at the post office. And I'm not kidding. If the post office needed people to deliver mail and ballots and whatever, I swear I would have done it. I am not kidding. The idea of being able to volunteer and so Brian, you're like, I'm getting paid. Thank you for telling me. Even better, because you deserve to be paid for your work. But the fact that you're getting paid does not diminish at all the civic responsibility and the duty that you're doing and like the greatness, the way you're contributing. That's such an awesome job, paid or not, which is awesome. Lois, you said, I'm concerned about getting my flu shot because of COVID. No, Lois, get the flu shot, especially because COVID is a virus. Remember, you can get COVID and the flu at the same time. Yeah, they're both viruses. The flu shot does not make it more likely to get COVID. Please, Lois, get your flu shot. So yes, Brian, you're welcome. And Carol, you said, is it jojoba oil or jojoba? Oh, I don't never know how to say that. Is it jojoba? Jojoba? Jojoba. Somebody tell me how to say that. But anyway, I'm over here scratching up a storm. When we finish our live, I'm going to take this sweater off like nobody's business. Oh, I know I keep saying I'm working on new products and stuff like that. I am working on new merch for my YouTube channel that I'm going to roll out exclusively with YouTube. YouTube channel members are going to have exclusive access to the products. They're not even going to be rolled out on Facebook first. They're going to be rolled out on YouTube first. And I will give a discount to my YouTube group members. And the higher tier of group you're in, the more discount you will get if you are interested. I think you're going to like these products. I'm super excited about it. So stay tuned. Things are coming. And Monique, you said, thank you so much. You said it's jojoba. Thank you, child, because I was saying jojoba. Terrell, you said, oh, you're so sweet. You're like, follow Dr. Jen on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Healthy Living Dr. Jen. You're so sweet as I scratch off my whole body. Joanne, you said, how often should I get a flu shot? You had one in April. It's time to get another one. So the flu season goes technically like from like October to May. So when you get your flu shot within a period of October to May, then you're good. Like if you get it now, you don't have to get it again in February, right? But April is still a different flu season than this October. I hope that makes sense. Like the season for flu is the October to May, not then May to October. Bottom line is, I don't know if that makes sense, but please just get your flu shot. I don't mean to say it like that. I'm not trying to, please just get your flu shot. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that, Joanne. Yeah, please go ahead and get your flu shot. You need one flu shot a year. That's it. That's all we need. Erwin, you always make my day too. And yeah, Dave, I think I'm allergic to the sweater. It's just the sweater. So anyway, guys, you guys have been amazing. I've been on for a half hour. I don't want to keep you from your evening. You guys are sweet to hang on. Any last, oh wait, Sylvia, you said you usually volunteer cleaning bikes for kids for Christmas. What an idea. I love that. Such a great idea. Yeah, Lois, I can talk to you more, Lois, offline about the flu shots. God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, my mother would be like, Jen, you bashing them people when you all, sorry. I'm really sorry, guys. This is how I'm going to be for the rest of this live. So sorry. So sorry I flashed you. I love you guys. Carol, before we go, you said theaters are opening up in California. What do I think? I think stay out of the theaters right now. That's what I would do. And Terrell, yes, flashing. That's why I'm doing this. So you don't see my undergarments as I like scratch my skin off. Anyway, guys, I love you. Please consider joining my memberships if you have not. If you've not liked and subscribed to my channel, I hope you do because I post videos every single day. And also check me out on Facebook and Instagram. I'm there at Dr. Jen Caudle. Guys, I love you. You guys are amazing. I will see you soon. Sending lots of prayers and love to you for tomorrow. We're going to get through this. I promise. Okay. All right. Love you. Bye.